Welcome back to another Sorare review. We've got a couple of game weeks. This one's still live because we've still got one La Liga game. However, I'm going to do this now because I don't think the rewards will change too much. So, we're starting back with the January 6th to the 9th. We actually had a very mixed week. So I expected Everton to beat Wolves. Obviously, they drew 1-1. I captained Haaland because every time I captain Haaland, he does nothing. So I thought one day he's going to do something. And he did. So he got a goal, got 65 points. I had James Garner help boost me. But I kind of, after the Everton game, I needed Haaland to basically have a perfect 100 score. Otherwise, I wasn't going to hit the fire thing. However, as you can see, we did hit it with the Newcastle team. Captain Lewis Miley had Bruno have an insane game. Barnes had an insane game. Who wasn't bad for a team that conceded 3. Pope didn't actually have that much of an outrageous game. But we got 3-7-8. And it was only because I think at the end, Bruno scored the penalty, I think it was, from memory. So we actually hit that 500 extra. Had a pretty solid 600. We went a bit crazy with the arenas again. I did a full Forest team, and it came through. I captained Elliot Anderson because he has consistently, by the way, if you play Sorare, he is consistently very good. Like, very good. So we got 750 from there. Got 300, so we made 50 profit off this one here with a Spurs team. Even with them losing 3-2, Tell and Jamie Simmons, very helpful. This one was just an absolute mess. Tonali went off at half-time, I believe. Cher got injured. Liam Delap scored, but then obviously they lost, so it was just a fucking mess. Who predicted Man U to draw 2-2 with fucking Burnley? But Bruno got an assist. Diallo had a good game. Shaw had a good game. Lamans didn't. But then Harvey Barnes scoring 2 basically bumped us up. And then I took a risk with this one, and it kind of paid off. It was a 0-0 boring game, but I kind of went more for let's try to figure out who won't concede. Didn't think Arsenal were. So those were 2 good scores. McAllister I expected to do a bit more than Gravenberch, because I've captained Gravenberch the week before and he did nothing, whereas McAllister and Szoboszlai did actually a lot. Trossard, he's just been in good form recently, so I went for it. We made 50 profit. Overall, it was 2,100 from here, from the arena, out, and I put in 1,250, so we made about 1,000 essence profit. It's not bad. In all honesty, the less said about these, the better. Again, expected Chelsea to win. Xhaka is doing what Xhaka does. Gabriel and Saka, I expected maybe them to have a decent game. Gabriel did, Saka not so much. Murillo unfortunately scored an own goal, but before that he was having an insane game. Man City, 2 very good, reliable ones for me. Gusto and Enzo just played absolutely shit. And then Pickford conceded, but he wasn't awful. So it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. Moving on to the one that's just happened. It wasn't great. I'm going to be very honest. I had a bad week. La Liga, we're expected to drop, which is fine. It is what it is. I thought Betis were going to dominate. I got Lo Celso correct. Valentin Gomez had a good game. Ortiz, I messed up with Ortiz. The reason I messed up, he had very little score. He's a forward, but he was playing right back. I didn't know he was playing right back. I thought he was playing right mid. So unfortunately, a lot of his scores, he had an insane amount of interceptions, headers, and all these other things. Because on the actual match rating, he had a very solid game. And he got taken off before they conceded, so it would have counted as a clean sheet. But obviously it didn't. And then Alvaro Valles didn't have much to do. The only positive, I went all in on Villarreal. And it worked. Malero had an insane game when I captained him. Mukutadze had a good game. Comasania had not that great, but Marino did. And I expected Dimitrovic to not have to do... I expected him not to concede, but have a few saves, because Levante is still not a bad side. It wasn't ideal, but it is what it is. Bundesliga, however, I didn't have enough Bayern players. I went all in on Bayern, and I didn't have enough Bayern players because I didn't have Gnabry. Obviously, you can see the score. and the fact I got such a shit score as a result is, I'm fuming. If I had got Nicholas Jackson in a pack, but I had nobody else. And again, same with this. Went a bit heavy on Union Berlin. My best player though was somebody who was playing against Bayern. Like, it was Bundesliga, bit of a mess. We go on to the next week. And in all honesty, the less said about this, the better. I've lost 500 essence on these. Went a bit heavy on Cologne, and it didn't really work. Heidenheim scored twice so early, and then Thielmann got taken off. Doki didn't do great for Union Berlin. In Diamande, not bad. He played fucking shit. Again, heavy on Villarreal, and I put Alaves because I expected Villarreal to have a lot of chances, but I was hoping that he would have a decent game. He didn't. Osasuna really let me down. I really expected Osasuna to have a good game, and I expected them to win. It did not go that way, as you can see, because Girona won, and I was fuming. Again, Valencia, same thing. I expected them to have a better game. I've got Odysseys coming up. 77 points to reward. He's obviously not going to get 77 points. So, it's not even 77 points. It's fucking 81. Brilliant. Like, we're not going to get anything for this. This one, however, very good. Went all in on Borussia Mönchengladbach. 3 players did very well. I watched Kervin Arriaga in the Gold Cup in 2025 summer for Honduras, and he was absolutely fucking incredible. It's annoying because he actually had a really solid game, but he just didn't get involved too much because it wasn't that type of game. And then I put him up because I expected Espanyol to keep a clean sheet, and it actually worked out alright because he got a goal. So we lost 500 essence in all these 5, but it wasn't ideal. But these, again, it wasn't awful. We're still projected to move around a little bit, but not very much. Vallecano constantly are having good games. George de Frutos, annoyingly, Ratchu got fucking subbed off because he got injured. He got a red card, which then fucked it up even more, and then obviously he conceded a goal. This one wasn't awful. Manzambi has been pretty solid for me every time I've played him. Diamande, again, same as earlier. Lionheart, I needed somebody from Freiburg because I needed somebody to match up with Manzambi. This is what I was hoping the Espanyol keeper was going to do. Where is he? I know where he is. Yeah, this is what I was hoping Dimitrovic was going to do. Would have a game like this. Matt Ryan didn't do great because he obviously conceded, but he had a hell of a lot of saves. 4 saves, 2 saves, 2 in the box, 2 high claims, accurate sweeper keeper. Like, he had a good game, and that was what I was looking for. And Grimaldo, even though they lost 4-1, and he lost 23 points there, he had a solid game because he scored. It's alright. Overall, honestly a mess. To go from 3,500 last week, where I had an insane run of everything pretty much, to this is stinks. I mean, the only issue we have is we haven't got much to do next week because it's only Bundesliga, Arena Uncapped, an All-Star, sorry. But then the next one, oh boy, every league is here. We have these extra ones if you have limited cards. You've got the Arena and All-Star again. This is the team I've done right now, but I'm probably going to change them all up. But I do like Marseille for this Marseille and Angers game. I do like this matchup, so I'm probably going to go heavy on Marseille. But this isn't confirmed yet. We'll see. But yeah, we've got this one coming up. So next week's episode will be these 2 game weeks. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. It was an absolutely awful time. If you have a load of money, look at that prize pool, $248,000. Mental. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one. Goodbye.